What is up, guys? I am back with another movie review here. I gotta be honest with you. We're gonna be using the regular scale for this guy right here, because this film was honestly I watched this with my wife, and I want to be honest with you. Watching this, I was like leaning back and forth, but there was just too much bad to outweigh bad good, and there's so many things I want to talk about with this movie. First off, this movie is very hard to find. The movie quality is really bad. Like, if they remastered this in like a Blu-ray or a 4K, I would be more keen on watching it, but it, it's blurry garbage, and it's like it was filmed that way. I understand it's low budget, whatever. Um, but it's just too much of it. It's literally one of the worst visuals. It hurt my eyes, like with how like it looked like faded rental store, like someone had watched this like 2 million times and it's like fading out on its last go. It was not a good look. Second, the company that made this movie, I did a little looking into them. This is the only movie they ever made. This movie flopped so bad. This is the only movie they ever made. This movie also never got released in theaters, to my knowledge. So it was really just a direct-to-video horror movie. It was made in Canada, and it was supposed to be a Midwest movie, because Pike are, native to the Northwest. But, yeah, it's, Jesus Christ. Let's talk about the good so far. There's a lot of good in the bad sense. There's a scene where these guys, for some reason, are doing karate on a wooden, like, stage in the middle of the lake. And you could tell if the frame was just a little more to the right, you'd see the person throwing the rubber fish out of the water at them. And it was one of the funniest things I saw in this movie. The acting, like the kind of pauses that these people do, you can tell that they haven't acted a lot. I didn't see a lot of acting credits for any of the main four in this film. I will say the effects with what they had were pretty good. There was a scene where some guy got his throat ripped out by this pike. Aside from that, let's talk about the bad. There is a scene in here, two scenes, as a matter of fact, where there's one scene where a cop is like telling these guys, "Oh, you don't tell me how to do my job." And basically what I can say about that, he's like, "All right, I got my eye on you," in the like gayest possible way that he could have said it for the time. And then he walks away, and as soon as the camera cuts back to the regular guy, you just hear somebody rip ass, and you can't tell whether someone meant for that to be there or someone edited it out. Okay? The next part that pisses me off is like the final ending, which, spoilers, if you really are interested in watching Psycho Pike, the final part of this film literally pissed me off because it's like you expect a showdown with the Pike, but they literally just run this guy down and it's over. And it's done. We're back to normal. Also, they said something's contaminating the lake, but the thing that was bothering people about the lake was a, like, logging factory, but not a logging factory, like a sawmill, almost. So I don't understand how the lake is contaminated from that. I don't understand that at all. What was the other one? Oh, yeah. The cop thinks that these people are killing the people that keep ending up dead. And there is a scene in this film, I shit you not, where he's handcuffing him to a tree, one of the main people, and he goes, "No, no, please, no!" And then literally, like, trips him, and the sound that plays when they trip him is like when Batman knocks someone out in Arkham City. I shit you not, watch this movie for that. You can barely hear it, but it's like they thought about putting it in, but only put it halfway in. It was like, "No!" And I was like, what? He tripped him, and that knocked him out too. That drove me nuts. But in all honesty, the bad in this outweighed the good. So I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna have to give this a 1. I'd give it a 2 if the visual for the camera was better, but it's not. All right, guys. Have you seen Psycho Pike? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, as well as check out my other movie reviews. I'll see you guys next time.